Hi, I'm Shelly Hitz, the owner of Author Audience Academy and ShellyHitz.com. And have you ever had someone that deeply impacted your life? If I asked you right now to name one person, who would it be? Now, I know that family often comes to the top. For me, my mom rises to the top of that list. But recently, someone asked me, who would that person that has made the biggest impact in your life be besides family? And I had to think of it for a minute. And then immediately, a person came to my mind. You see, when I was in 3rd grade, I was 8 years old, my grandmother died. And it was very traumatic for me because she didn't die of natural causes. She was actually murdered. And it was a very traumatic time for our family, where there was a trial that my dad was executor over, and there was just a lot of things that were happening in my family, and there was some turmoil, emotional turmoil. And at the time, I had been in a gifted class for school, and they pulled me out of it because I was not doing well in school. I was, suffering in my grades. I was suffering socially, and I was really having a hard time just overall. And I remember we moved to a town called Butler, Pennsylvania, from Butler, Pennsylvania to Kittanning, Pennsylvania. We moved in the middle of my 5th grade year, and I had a teacher named Mr. Oliver. And I get kind of emotional thinking about it because it was such a turning point for me. Mr. Oliver believed in me. Mr. Oliver would just go over the top. He would give me 100% on my penmanship, I remember, and he just really encouraged me and believed in me. It was in 5th grade, 30 years ago this year, that I won a writing contest in Mr. Oliver's class. He picked me to win this writing contest, and it was the first time I was actually paid for my writing. And 30 years later, I still have the exact envelope. You see, 1st place, and I've kept all these years my 4 Susan B. Anthony coins that I won as a result. Why have I kept these all these years? Why do I keep this in our fire safe box? It's because Mr. Oliver made a difference in my life. It's because he believed in me. It's because Mr. Oliver helped me when I was in a really difficult time in my life, emotionally and socially and even just in school, educationally. He helped me, and it was a turning point for me. Being in Mr. Oliver's class, I began to blossom. I began to bloom. And when I was in my junior year of high school in that same town, Kittanning, I was actually in running for valedictorian of my class. And I truly believe that it wouldn't have been that way had I not had someone like Mr. Oliver in my life believing in me. I opened this video with a question, and now I want to close it with a challenge. Who can you be Mr. Oliver to today? Maybe it's not the same way. Maybe you're not a teacher, but maybe there's somebody that you can encourage, you can inspire, you can help, you can be part of their life and make an impact that is similar to what Mr. Oliver did in my life. We all only have one life to live. Let's make it count, and I encourage you to go out and make a difference today. This is Shelly Hitz from ShellyHitz.com, encouraging you to make your impact.